My name is Abigail Fair. I'm from Highlands High School in Fort Thomas, Kentucky. My research question is how will forced detoxification programs be beneficial to the United States? The main idea I have is forced detox programs should be implemented into the United States law in order to create a better environment and help drug addicts become sober so they can have normal, healthy lives. To start off, some keywords to know are detoxification, which is removing a toxic substance from the body. In this context, getting a drug user's body back to normal after taking a dose of an opiate of some sort. Relapse is another word to know. It is a decrease in productivity or health after improvement. In this case, when somebody on a certain drug becomes clean for a few days, weeks, months, or even years, then begins to use that drug again. The main question I aim to answer is how are these people who are addicted to narcotics getting help or even being controlled? They have little consequences other than death. If they're caught, they have to go to rehab or jail, even though rehab is not mandatory on the federal level. If they're admitted to the hospital after an overdose, then after they're better and on their own cognizance, they're let go. Detox is usually a long process, mainly because despite the opiates being dangerous, so is coming off of them too quickly. The way the drug works, it can cause severe nausea and pain, and even more severe side effects like seizures. Tolerance is the body's way of getting used to a certain existence of pain or behavior per se. In the case of drugs, the more tolerant one is, the more of the drug they feel the same high as they did before. This is one of the most dangerous findings about narcotics such as heroin and cocaine. I didn't do any surveys in the process of doing this project. I used sites such as opposing viewpoints in context and science and context to find my evidence. Both are used for finding scholarly material in the debatable and scientific area, respectively. Some information that I found consisted of the processes and kinds of detoxification in use in the present day. A few articles that I found were reports on certain programs and their successes and failures, mostly in the financial standpoint. Others elaborated on the idea of new detoxification programs and ways they will work together. So there are several types of detoxification, starting with the do-it-yourself method. It's quick, but it's not easy. It's like a vacation resort per se. The said abuser would go away from friends and family for a couple days or even weeks while relaxing and focusing on anything but trying to find and use drugs. Another method is the cold turkey method. It involves no drugs at all. Withdrawal symptoms are the worst with this method, considering you don't have any drugs to even ease the pain of the side effects of heroin or cocaine. One of the drugs that are administered when a patient comes in with an overdose is methadone. It was invented in 1939 for pain relief, but was found to be addictive shortly thereafter. Now it is only available at certain methadone clinics by prescription. Vivitrol, which was actually found to be pretty effective, is another one sort of like methadone, but there's some differences. The only downside is the patient has to be drug-free for at least a week so the Vivitrol can be administered. This is considered bad only because the majority of heroin addicts struggle going even a day without heroin or cocaine, much less a week. Another piece that I found was a New York Times article about James, a heroin addict. The paper does not mention where he is from or even if James is his real name. However, this is understandable for confidentiality reasons. The article explains, the patient strapped to the hospital gurney, breathing through a respirator is James, a 40-year-old man addicted to heroin. The anesthesiologist loads a syringe of 20 milligrams of naloxone and slowly injects it into the IV in James's right arm. During the next 10 minutes, the drug will enter his system, fry off the billions of opiate molecules that have been clinging to his brain cells and wash them away. So, in James's case, after he was released from the hospital, he experienced some symptoms of the withdrawal, such as for a few weeks he had trouble sleeping and he feels achy and weak, as if he had the flu. For any person out there, the flu is not an enjoyable experience. This evidence could hopefully deter one from starting up or continuing heroin or any drug abuse as well. The most commonly used form of helping one with getting off of narcotics is rapid detox. I should also say the difference between rehabilitation and detoxification. Rehab deals with the emotional effects people have when dealing with drugs. If they need mental help with staying off of drugs because their significant other left them, that would be a case for rehab. However, detoxification is purely physical. There doesn't have to be an emotional reason they started taking or continue taking drugs. They just want to stop because they physically cannot because of, for example, the side effects of withdrawal. They're afraid of experiencing those side effects. So, rapid detox techniques are generally used in hospital patients that are admitted to the emergency room due to an overdose. It is highly controversial due to the fact that 2 years ago, 7 patients died soon after rapid detox performed by one New Jersey doctor who had conducted some 3,200 procedures. Some short-term effects is it's good for getting off of the drug that is destroying the body, such as heroin or cocaine. But in the long-term effects, after one goes to the hospital so many times, not only is their hospital bill going up, but so is their tolerance to heroin or cocaine. Therefore, raising the worry that it would be easier to overdose simply by taking much more. One doctor in New Jersey named Lance L. Guberina was a rapid detoxification specialist. He had many disagreements about his practices, considering he had 6 deaths between 1995, when he started the program, and 1999, when the news article from the New York Times was the most effective. Dr. Edwin A. Salsips, a man who was very familiar with Dr. Guberina's work, argued that rapid heroin detoxification, he said, appeals to addicts who want a quick cure. The advantage was supposed to be that you had this hardworking person who had to have this done over the weekend and then go back to work without anybody knowing. Dr. Salsips said, the only difficult part with this, other than the physical symptoms, is the fact that the patient who just received the detox will need a lot of self-control when it comes to not using the drug of choice ever again. Under anesthesia, the effects of withdrawal are even more hidden, and therefore even more dangerous. While a patient is under anesthesia, the side effects of withdrawal, as well as the drug administered to help detoxify their body, are not seen physically. The patient could have a fever, and doctors wouldn't be able to tell unless they physically took their temperature. Or the side effects could be even more severe, such as a heart attack. One limitation I made, it was the invasion of privacy. I couldn't walk into a hospital and ask for records of patients who were admitted with a heroin overdose or anything like that. I would like to find out how many people were admitted to the hospital because of heroin overdoses and how many were released compared to how many passed away and what consequences each patient was given. Besides that, I could not look online for any official records of patients either. My sources are limited because I didn't know of any scientific research facilities that were able to get me what I was looking for. The country will be a much better place if we can get the population to stop using harmful drugs. The question is, should the United States government require addicts to attend a rehabilitation facility that is experienced in detoxification processes in order to help them become drug-free and help the problem within the country itself? The country needs a permanent solution, and detoxification is the most probable answer. Considering these drugs are so addictive, there are limited ways to get sober after taking them. As drug problems around the country increase, so does the need for detoxification programs. So what if the people who put so much effort into stealing money to buy heroin with the same amount of effort into a career or passion of theirs, such as art or music? The country, even the world, would be a much better place. Thank you.
Okay, Abby. A couple questions for you here. First, how did you evaluate the sources you collected to make sure that they would be credible, valid, and reliable?
My teacher gave me rubrics that we had to go through with each source that we evaluated and scored. Basically, We scored them, and depending on the number that we gave them, we were given the go to use them and just to make sure that they were credible and reliable.
Okay. Thank you. And what might be, I know you mentioned art and music, but what other possible real world implications or consequences could be influenced by your findings?
I would say that if there were less people on heroin or cocaine or whatever drug it was, they could be doing a lot more productive with their lives. They could even be a waitress at a diner, and they would save so much money because of how much money they would not be spending on heroin. Or even if you wanted to bring cigarettes into this, there's been so many statistics on how cigarettes affect the lives and even income of people who are addicted. So.
Okay, very good. And which of your sources was the most influential to your research?
I would say the one about James, the heroin addict, because that really gives a first-person perspective on how people's lives and even the families around them are affected and how detrimental it is to everybody.
Okay, thank you. Any final comments you'd like to make? All right, thank you.